Let's do this thing, bro. We are live on Instagram. We are live on TikTok. We got the camera over here. And we are doing a training in real time, bro. When you guys see the BTS, it's crazy. We got 4 cams all at the same time. Going crazy, bro. Instacam, TikTok cam, record cam for this live teaching that I'm about to do inside of the community, and the BTS cam, bro. This is anyone who's wanting to get into content, bro, just do it. Like, if you get an idea, just do it. Provide value for other people. So as promised, I am going to watch me teach anyone how to go viral in less than 10 minutes. This presentation is exclusively in my private community, the Auctorium. If you would like it, go to the link in my bio. We only have 2 slots left to be able to get into the community. And other than that, let's get into it, bro. How y'all doing over there in the Auctorium? Y'all good? Awesome, guys. Decided to do this training today, and we're going to get straight into it. Go ahead here, boom. Share entire screen. Awesome. Cool. What's going on, guys? Rashad Owens, and we're going to do a deep dive masterclass into how anyone can go viral on social media. I'm going to teach you how to make any video go viral in less than 10 minutes. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to study any creator, identify why their content is working, and build your own content strategy. I'm going to teach you what took me over 5 years to learn, bro. So many mistakes, so many trash videos, being broke, having no money, having a marketing content business with marketing content that is trash, and I'm going to teach it all to you in less than 10 minutes. This is the exact process that I use, but to generate over 3 to 9 million organic viewers every single month on my own personal Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, social media accounts. And I have generated over 100 million organic viewers for my clients within my marketing company. The best part, you don't need to be creative. You don't need to have fancy equipment. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You simply need to learn how to identify patterns. Once you understand the patterns of content, content becomes so predictable. And once content becomes predictable, growth becomes the easy part, bro. Like, literally, you have to step away from watching the content and learn how to dissect the content. You are no longer a consumer, you are a student. Let's dive right into it. So lesson 1, stop looking for viral videos. Most people study one viral video. That's the mistake. One viral video can be luck. I don't care about a viral video. I don't care if a person got one video to hit 1 million. How can we hit 1 million again? Now, before we dive any more into lesson 1, I want to just give you a little bit more credibility on me. So here, this is Dr. Robert Satari. We built his Instagram account from 0. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube from 0. His Instagram account organically over 103,000 followers. His YouTube, bro. People spent a decade trying to build a YouTube. We were able to build his YouTube to over 41,000 subscribers in less than 60 days, bro. 60 days, I'm telling you. Everything we're going to go over today works. Instagram, my own personal Instagram. For 5 years, I had 1,000 followers. Everyone who is inside this community, we have over 210 students now. We have over 25,000 on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, building the YouTube, across all of those platforms. Across those platforms, December of last year, I had 1,000 followers across all 3 of those things that I just listed to you right now. I took these principles that I'm about to teach to you in less than 10 minutes and was able to take my account from literally 1,000 followers to over 70,000 followers in less than 60 days. So these principles work not only in the motivational, inspiration type content niche, not just in a cosmetic doctor type niche. This works in every single niche, every single type of content. Content is content, bro. You have to identify patterns. My Instagram right now at 24.4K, TikTok at 19.4K. Bro, We have 22,000 followers on Facebook. Only old heads watch Facebook, bro. If we can have the young dudes come tap in with us on Instagram and we can have the old heads tap in with us on Facebook, bro, over 22,000 people tapping in with us on Facebook, followers right now, and generating between 3 to 9 million organic viewers a month from Facebook. From Facebook, bro. These are completely different audiences. A YouTube audience, a Facebook audience, an Instagram audience, and a TikTok audience are different people, bro. Different strategies, different ways that you have to attack that algorithm. And we are going to break down exactly how to get into it on this training. Let's go. All right. So, number one, like we said, stop looking for viral videos. I could care less about one video that got 1 million views. I could care less about one video that got 10 million views. We're going to dissect that one video, but if a creator only was able to do it once, I don't want to study that person, bro. I want to go to a creator that has 20 to 30 videos, 40 videos that have hit. They don't all need to be 1 million plus, 200,000, 400,000, 500,000, 1 million, right? Because that shows they have some type of system. We're not looking for winners. We're looking for patterns because patterns scale. Viral videos do not. I want you guys to take notes as we're going through this training today. I want you to open TikTok or YouTube, wherever a creator that you admire, or that you want to replicate, or that you want to be like, wherever they post, find a creator that has consistent views, consistent posts, and I want you to pull up their top 20 to 30 videos. Not every video, their top 20 to 30 videos. As we get into lesson 2, it's going to make a lot more sense why. Let's do it. Lesson 2, I want you to find categories, not videos. This is where a lot of people start to mess up right here. Don't ask, why did this video go viral? Ask, why do these 20 videos keep going viral? For example, you might notice a creator constantly talking about confidence, money, faith, relationship, motivation, depression, discipline. These are categories of videos. You are not trying to figure out why one video worked. You're trying to figure out what themes keep working over and over again, right? Action step that I want you guys to do. I want you to create a note. And as you're studying these creators, as you find your creator, you're diving deeper into the creator that you want to replicate, I want you to see the reoccurring themes. Even if you do this on my page, you'll find the reoccurring themes. I know my audience down to a T. I know what they want to hear. I know what they relate with. I know how they want to hear it. I know when they want to hear it. Study your creator and look for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reoccurring themes, and you can start to replicate that within your own content. Let's continue. Lesson 3, you need to separate category from format. Category and format are 2 completely different things. This lesson alone will save you months of frustration. You can have the right category of content and shoot it, produce it, post it in the wrong format, and it will not produce, bro. It will not go viral. It will not do what you needed to do because you had the right category and the wrong format, or you had the right format with the wrong category of content. These 2 things have to work simultaneously to get you the result that you want. Most creators confuse categories with formats. They are not the same thing. A category is the message. A format is how the message is delivered. Categories, for example, on my account, confidence, wealth, faith, relationships, discipline. Formats, talking head content like you guys see on my page. Green screens, very, very popular with doctors. Consultation footage, or you talking with a client. Podcast clips, you'll see that. Interviews, storytelling, vlogs. Those are the formats that you need to figure out which category you need to plug it into. A creator might have 20 videos about confidence, but those videos might be spread across 5 different formats. Or you may study a creator and they only have 1 or 2 formats that they use out of this long list. The reason, listen, this is going to sound so simple. It's simple, but it's so profound. If a huge creator is only doing 2 types of formats of content, it's because those 2 types of formats of content work. If they're only talking about 3 things, it's because those 3 things in those 2 formats work. So we need to replicate that and continue to do that. So don't confuse the message with the vehicle. Here's my action step for you. Under every category, remember category is confidence, wealth, faith, relationship, discipline. Under every category, write down the formats that they repeat. So the first action item that I wanted you to pull out was I wanted you to identify the categories. What are they talking about? What is the creator that you want to replicate, or someone that you look up to, or someone who continues to go viral? What are the categories that they continue to talk about? Under every category, what formats are they using? Because they may talk about the same categories with different formats. And then our next step is going to go into our next lesson. So lesson number 4, find the pattern. This is where the money is, bro. Like, a lot of people make it to 3 on their own from watching a few TikTok videos and a few YouTube videos. But I have generated not only hundreds of millions of views for my clients and for myself, but also millions of dollars in actual real money into my own business because of lesson 4, bro. This is not just some crap that I came up with. This is something that was actually able to change my life. And I want you guys to be able to do the exact same thing. So lesson 4, find the pattern. For every video, ask yourself, what hooks keep repeating? What belief keeps repeating? What emotion keeps repeating? What problem keeps repeating? Bro, I need y'all to really listen to me. I'm going to read this one more time, bro. I need y'all to lock in right now. What hooks keep repeating? What belief keeps repeating? What emotion keeps repeating? What problems keep repeating? Here's an example. So let's say that you study 20 videos. You realize that the creator constantly says things like, you're going to make it. You're not behind. Keep going. You're chosen. Your breakthrough is coming. Sounds a lot like my content, because I have already broken down the pattern, not just the pattern of what I post, the pattern of what my viewers want to hear from me. So when you're going and you're studying another creator, study their patterns, because that's the patterns that the audience that you're trying to get in front of wants to hear. They've already done all the dirty work. Now you just need to find a way to put your own seasoning on it and cook it up, put it your own way. So you'll realize that creator constantly says the same things. At first glance, you'll think, bro, this content creator is motivational. No, that's a consumer's way to think. The pattern isn't motivation. The pattern is reassurance. I do not care about motivating my audience. No. Each and every single one of you guys that came from my social media content, found me from a video, you guys did not follow me because I was motivational. You did not follow me, watch my content, join this community, pay for one-on-one coaching because I was motivational. The pattern isn't motivation. People are not coming in and paying for one-on-one coaching or paying a monthly fee to be inside of a community for motivation. They're paying for reassurance. The reassurance that everything that they're working towards, everything that they want to do, everything that they're desiring can actually come into fruition. That is the reason why people pay. That is the reason why videos go viral, and that's the reason why people stick and that they follow, and that it leads them to want to connect with this video or connect with multiple videos, right? So that's why the content works. This is exactly what happened when I studied my own content. I don't just study other creators or study other doctors or study other competitors. No, I break down my own content. The worst thing that can possibly happen is you go viral, you become successful, and you don't know why you became successful. You don't know why you went viral because you can't repeat it, because you don't understand the pattern. Sometimes we learn how to implement, but we don't learn how to replicate. So you know how to go run the play. Okay, cool. You threw one touchdown. You figured out how to run one play and throw one touchdown. But what happens when they change the defense? What happens when the algorithm changes? What happens when your audience, when you hit 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K? That same thing does not work. So you did not learn how to study, and you did not learn how to replicate something different. That format might have worked for 2 months. It might not work next month. And you need to be able to still win. All right? So when I was studying my own content, I realized that people weren't watching because I was motivational. They were watching because I was reassuring them. That was the pattern. So the action step that I want to leave you with for this lesson is complete this sentence. This creator grows because they consistently make their audience feel blank. What are they constantly making their audience feel? Feel loved, feel seen, feel acknowledged, feel beautiful, feel confident, feel reassured. You have to fill in that blank, because once you realize what this creator that you're studying is making them feel, now you can figure out how to make your own content and not focus on what content you're making, focus on what you're making them feel. Because people move, people purchase, people follow, people like, and people watch because of emotion. Things that they're feeling. They want to feel happy. They want to feel sad. They want to feel angry. They want to feel understood. Figure out what they want to feel and replicate that over and over and over and over and over again. That one lesson changed my life. All right. Lesson 5. Steal the framework, not the video. Most people try to recreate viral videos. Do not try to recreate viral videos. Recreate the pattern. That is the reoccurring theme of this entire lesson, this entire crash course, this entire masterclass today, the entire reason why you guys are still watching. Recreate the pattern. Bad. Copy one viral. The bad way to go about this is to copy one viral video. The good way to go about this is copy the category, copy the emotion, copy the framework, and then make it own. Make it your own. Add your own seasoning on it. Add your own swag to it. Add your own dynamic. Because one thing that people cannot replicate, one thing that they cannot copy is you. So something might have worked with Susie down the street who's 5'4" with blonde hair and blue eyes. But if you're brunette and you're 5'10" and you're an athlete and you live in California, you got your own swag. You got your own look. And you might even be more viral than that person because more people connect with you. Right? You are not trying to become that creator. You're trying to understand why their content works. So action step that I want you guys to do. I want you to write down 10 content ideas that use the same category and emotion as the creator that you're studying. So take your own ideas. Be motivated by them. Look at the emotion that they're replicating. Look at the formats of content that they're making. Look at the categories of content that they're making. And then come up with your own ideas that fit inside of each one of those categories and replicate it, but make it your own. Now, lesson 6, do this for 2 to 3 creators. 2 to 3 creators that have multiple videos going viral, 20, 30 plus videos with over 250, 500,000, a million views. Study them and do these exact same things. Find the emotion, find the category, find the format. Listen to the hooks. This wasn't even in the notes, but this is very important. There are multiple types of hooks. There is a visual hook. There is an on-screen hook. The text that is actually on the screen. There is a verbal hook, a noise that you hear, something that they're saying. And there is a caption hook. You have the opportunity to hit somebody with about 4 hooks in the matter of 1 second. Study what they are doing. Study how they're capturing attention. Study what's on the screen. Study their captions and structure yours exactly like theirs. If their captions are only 10 characters, your caption should only be 10 characters. If their videos are 45 seconds, your video should be 45 seconds. Like, this sounds so simple, but people are not doing this, bro. Like, I would hear people tell me this and I'd be like, okay, like, of course, like, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make it my own. Make it your own inside of the guardrails of what's working, right? So do this for 2 to 3 creators that you look up to, that are competitors, that are the biggest in the game. Study what's working, because they already did all the dirty work for you. Now you're going to go make it your own. Most people stop after studying one creator. Study yourself. If you already make content, I study myself every single week. Why did this new video go viral? How come we're getting 500 followers in this day, but this day we only got 130 followers, or this day we only got 200 followers, and then have 2 to 3 other creators that you study and pull together all of your notes to be able to put together a blueprint. When you start seeing the same patterns across multiple creators, you are no longer looking at opinions. These are facts. You're looking at principles that will not change in content. The principles are what scales. Never forget that. Principles are what scales. For example, when I studied multiple doctors, I discovered patience are the hook. That was my competitive advantage. That was actually something that I brought into this space. Nobody was showing consultations with patients. Nobody was doing that. So I realized that the patients were the hook. Then I studied more huge creators and I saw that objections were the hook. Figure out what all of the biggest objections in this space was, and the hook was answering that objection, overcoming that objection in the beginning of the content, right? The pattern became obvious because I studied multiple creators. So here's the action step for you as well. I want you to repeat this process for 2 to 3 creators in your niche and just look at how much information you have. Look at how much motivation you have. Stop making content without a plan. Stop thinking that going viral is luck. It's not. And I want you to know that just because you study some of these and you do 1 or 2 videos and they don't hit immediately does not mean that the vehicle is broken. You need to be consistent. You need to keep going, but at least you have a plan that is proven to work. If you're following the steps of someone who's able to generate 14 million views with your exact same ideal avatar, it's going to work. Keep swapping out the categories, keep swapping out the formats, mix and match, and put on your creative hat. The algorithm will reward who deserves to be rewarded. I believe that with all of my heart. When I really put my heart and my soul and everything into my own content, I blew up. When I was BSing and I only put in a little bit of work, I had 1,000 followers across all platforms. My fault. Lesson 7, build a content Bible. Now that you've identified the patterns, you've gone through and you've done all of this work. You broke down yourself. You broke down 2 to 3 creators. You found the emotion. You found the categories. You found the different formats and frameworks. You listened to the hooks, the visual hook, the on-screen text hook, the caption hook, the audio hook. You've studied all of these things. You are freaking locked and loaded. I call it my content Bible. I have actually a couple Bibles that we have within my company and that we have for my own personal brand and my own content. We have a hook Bible, all of the hooks that are working in this space. A visual hook, caption hook, on-screen text hook, auditorial hooks. Topic Bible. What are the topics that are working right now? A category Bible and a format Bible. Topics, I brainstorm and have my own ideas that come to me all the time. I keep a running tab of things that come to me. And then the categories of things that are actually working in the format. Maybe it's talking head. Maybe it's walking. This is another thing. There's a difference between recording an iPhone video and standing in one place and those videos that you guys see when people are just walking around moving. Figure out what is working in that space. Every time you find something that works, you should be adding it to your content Bible, your hook Bible, your topic Bible, your category Bible, your format Bible. Every single time that you find something that works. Over time, you'll build a playbook that tells you exactly what topics work, what hooks work, what formats work, what emotion works. I don't want to do what I think works. I want to do what I know works. Everything else is completely irrelevant to me. Action step. Create a note or a document on your phone called Content Bible. I want you to start documenting your discoveries as you go through and follow the steps that we discussed today. Final thought for you guys. Most people think going viral is creativity. Creativity has nothing. It's a piece, but it's not the main thing to go viral. I disagree with that. I think going viral is pattern recognition. The fastest growing creators are usually not the most creative ones, bro. They're the best students. They study, they document, they recognize patterns, then they execute. Do this process for 30 minutes, and I promise you, you'll have more content ideas than you know what to do with. And if you do this consistently, I promise you, you will go viral, not one time, but over and over and over again. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and open up Q&A across all the platforms inside of the Auctorium, but also inside of our lives as well. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop some questions. I'm going to just look on Instagram. Thank you guys for jumping on, man. You guys are amazing. This was phenomenal.